Good morning. Well, it's not officially spring yet, but today's temperatures will have some people fooled. Melissa Lamb is live with more. And Melissa, we could even break a record. All right, it looks like we're going to try and get to Melissa. She is outside in the Byward Market where temperatures are expected to be quite warm today, even a high of 12. And that could be a record breaker, Melissa.
Yes, that's right, Annette. We have lots of people out smiling here today because of the warm weather. It's absolutely beautiful outside. But for anyone who is heading out, they should be extra cautious when they are heading out near any sort of waterways. Now, the Rideau Conservation Authority says there is a warning in place. Since the melting snowpack means there will be an increase in water flow, people should be extra cautious when they're out near waterways this week. And even if it is still snow-covered, it could be dangerous. Now, Environment Canada is calling for a high of plus 12 outside here today. And if we reach this, it could be a new record for March 7th. The last one was set back 38 years ago, back in 1974, when we saw a high of 11 degrees. Now, the sledding hills are also closed here today because they are unsafe, but we should see lots of people outside here in the Byward Market because it's supposed to be an absolutely gorgeous day, and I can tell you it's already nice and warm outside here this morning. Annette?
I'd even venture to say potentially some patios will open. Thanks very much for that. Melissa Lamb reporting live in the Byward Market. Well, there was silence in an Ottawa courtroom as jurors in the trial of Kevin Gregson watched a 3-hour video of the former Mountie being interrogated by police.
Think you're a fair person?
I was. I'm not anymore.
Why?
I'm a monster now.
On tape, Gregson never confesses to the murder of police officer Eric Chapnick, but describes in detail what he was doing in the hours leading up to Chapnick's stabbing. Gregson says he was searching for a police officer so he could take their gun and kill himself. During the interrogation, Gregson looked up to the camera and apologized to Chapnick's children. And in London, there was emotional testimony in another high-profile trial. Tori Stafford's grade 3 teacher sobbed on the stand while describing the 8-year-old's last day at school. Jennifer Griffin-Morrell testified that Tori left school late on that day. She disappeared, coming back into the class to get a pair of butterfly earrings. The court also saw new surveillance video showing the suspect's car circling the school just moments before Tori left. Michael Rafferty has been charged with first-degree murder, sexual assault, and kidnapping in Tori's disappearance and death. No elective surgeries have been cancelled at the Ottawa hospital so far, but doctors there are keeping a close eye on their supply of drugs. In the Ottawa, many operations that were not urgent there had to be cancelled because of a drug shortage. The Ottawa hospital says it's working to make sure that doesn't happen here, but says scheduling for operations that aren't urgent is being done day to day. The drug shortage was caused when a major Quebec manufacturer was forced to suspend production after a fire at its plant. March break madness could start at the airport for many travelers as Air Canada's biggest union prepares to walk off the job. Mechanics, baggage handlers and cargo agents could go on strike on Monday unless a new deal can be reached. Workers rejected a tentative agreement last month. Air Canada, meanwhile, says it's hopeful a deal can be reached in time. Mitt Romney scored a big win during Super Tuesday, capturing 6 of 10 states where primaries or caucuses were held.
I stand ready to lead our party, and I stand ready to lead our nation to prosperity.
It was a close race in Ohio, though, where Rick Santorum lost by a very slim margin. Santorum triumphed in 3 states, while former House Speaker Newt Gingrich earned a win in his home state of Georgia. The latest offering from Apple is expected to be revealed today, a brand new version of the iPad. The device is expected to feature a sharper screen, faster processor, and an option for faster wireless broadband. The new iPad will enter a very competitive market and face more pressure to perform. Apple's big announcement will be made in San Francisco, the same place the iPad 2 was announced last year.